Hey everyone, this is acyuta-bhava from Nightlight Astrology. Happy Monday, everybody. I am recording one last episode in my hotel room while on a retreat, a yoga retreat with my family. So you'll be bearing with me through one more day of slightly degraded audio and video. I really appreciate your patience. Today, we are going to take a look at one of the big transits of the week, I think probably the biggest one, which is Venus's entrance into Gemini. Now, I don't usually pay attention to every single planetary ingress, especially fast-moving planets with horoscopes. But the reason that I want to take this through the 12 whole sign houses according to rising and sun sign horoscopes is because when Venus is not just entering Gemini and bringing normal Venusian things to the sign of Gemini and the whole sign house in your birth chart, but because Mercury is also in the sign of Gemini, this is an especially fortunate, sort of benevolent placement. When I say sort of benevolent, I say that only to sort of qualify my enthusiasm, because it really depends on, every individual birth chart's a little bit different. Generally speaking, I see this as a transit of good luck. One of the ways that Venus was spoken about in ancient astrology was as a bringer of fortunate things, like lucky things. Lucky things being like, wow, that was nice. Wasn't expecting that. You can say that's good luck. It's also karma or destiny or fate. It also might be the accumulation of good choices. There's a lot of different ways to look at it. But when Venus is entering a sign where it is now co-present with its host, Mercury is in its own home, it's able to get some really nice things done in that whole sign house of Gemini in your birth chart. So that's what we are going to look at today. And I'm going to run it through the 12 signs and just give you some quick takeaways. My videos are a little shorter as I'm in a hotel room trying to, get some content done while also, trying to focus on family and yoga time. So don't forget to like and subscribe, share your comments, click the notification bell for updates. You can always find a transcript of my daily talk on my website, nightlightastrology.com. Okay, so let's get into it. Venus is going to be in the sign of Gemini from June 22nd till July 17th. That means this Wednesday, it's entering Gemini to stay for almost an entire month. As it does so, through the rest of June, for the most part, it is co-present with its host Mercury, which again means that the potential for a very positive, sort of benefic, fortunate, lucky signature is there in that whole sign house of Gemini in your birth chart. So what I'm going to do is just take a quick tour through the 12 signs. I'm not using the real-time clock because it's very complicated to alternate windows on this tiny laptop I have. So I do apologize for that in advance. But yeah, if you are someone who has a knowledge of your birth chart, then I would recommend listening to your rising sign, because that rising sign is going to correlate with the rising sign horoscope will correlate with your birth chart by whole sign. You could do your sun sign, but the only way your sun sign horoscope aligns with your birth chart is if your sun is in the first house, because for a sun sign horoscope, you're putting the sun sign on the ascendant in the way that you're reading the chart. So that's why I always tell people to listen to your rising sign. I personally think for ancient astrology and Hellenistic whole sign house style, it's the best. All right, well, let's get into it. If you are an Aries sun or rising, Venus and Mercury in Gemini are going to fall into your third house. That's the place of mind, communication, environment, and learning. So whether it's just like flirtatious speech or just an attractiveness in the quality of conversations, or even just enjoying your conversations with other people, or if you're finding, if you're a singer-songwriter, you might find some ease or flow in creative writing. Anything where the mind and art or design come together looks very positive for you as an Aries sun or rising right now. And also just good, fortunate things around mind, communication, technology, media, and even just kind of dancing around in the environment that you're used to every day. Whether that's your subway or bus ride to work, or, biking through your neighborhood, or just things happening around you in the house. Venus Mercury in the third, I should say, in Gemini, just bring kind of a upbeat mood. So I love this one for Aries. Watch for that combination of Venus and Mercury in your third house, bringing some good luck. Taurus, if you are a Taurus rising, I think this is one of the most positive. I'm a Taurus rising. I'm pretty stoked about this one. This could be very good in terms of money, income, and expenditures. Oh, it's cheaper than I thought it was going to be. Oh, I have a little extra income. Now, you want to be careful of like maxing out your credit card or like, going to the mall and buying too much or something. I don't know. Amazon, I guess, is the mall these days. But fortunate, good things around money, income, and expenditures. It could be income and expenses. It could be that, again, there's like a little bit of I want to buy everything. But if you're looking to shop for some, like maybe a new laptop that can deal with 2 windows at once, better than mine can or something. I don't know. It's a good energy around money, resources, income, development of skills or acquisition of skills. So good energy in the house of resources for Taurus starting again on June 22nd, going through about the middle of July. Gemini, if you're Gemini rising, Gemini sun horoscope, this puts the Venus and Mercury signature into your first house. It's a place of your physical appearance and vitality, health, also your mind and your psychology. So I like to say when Venus travels your first house, that you're going to feel good. You might be looking better. You might be feeling more fit. You might be taking a little bit better care of yourself. You could get a tan. I mean, just the feeling of like, I feel lighter, I feel healthier, I feel happier, or I'm playful, I'm changing my appearance somehow. I feel upbeat, a return of happiness or hope. I feel flirtatious. I'm a little bit more charming. I'm attracting things to me. Anything, it's just kind of a positive, playful energy around identity, appearance, health, mind, and psychology. If you're a Cancer rising, then we're looking at placing the Venus and Mercury energy into your 12th house. Now, that is a place of the subconscious mind. It can be your blind spot. So the one downside for the 12th house would be anything that's sort of hidden or secretive. Venus Mercury could be gossip. It could be like sexual deception, like cheating on someone or something like that. So maybe something like a little deceptive or problematic around desire, the desired body. But otherwise, what I love about Venus and Mercury in the 12th house is the potential to bring something very positive out of something that looks stressful or is difficult. Like often Venus comes in the 12th house and you'll see people finding like a silver lining within some situation in their lives. Also, just the hidden or secretive or subtle dimensions of things could be a little bit more playful or flirtatious. I mean, I know it's like inappropriate, but how many times have I seen Venus in the 12th house as someone is flirting with their manager or something like that? So anyway, just watch for a little bit of that 12th house energy to be featured. I don't know if you can hear I think the staff is vacuuming in the hall of the hotel. So sorry if you can hear that. Leo, we're going to place the Venus Mercury energy in your 11th house. That is the place of friends, groups, communities, allies, benefactors. So really good energy coming in around friends. Even just your social life could be really nice and entertaining this month. You could find that you're just going out and having a lot of fun. It could be that there's something romantic happening with a friend that would normally just be a friend. I would also look for good fortune within groups or communities that you belong to. And I think those are some of the most subjectively positive things to watch for if you're a Leo rising over the next month, especially here at the end of the month, though. If you're a Virgo, then we're placing Mercury and Venus into your 10th house of career. This is a really good transit, bringing generally positive, fortunate things, connections, etc., around your professional life. Whether that's a boost to your title or a promotion or just kind of like people taking more interest in you in your career. If you're someone who is in media or social media, you could just find that you're hitting one of those streaks of creating content that people are liking a little bit more, that's doing better, that's getting better feedback or something like that. I would say sometimes Venus in the 10th house will translate into jealousy, like people being jealous of you, but also very charmed or attracted to you. Where Venus is, sometimes there is jealousy. So might take a little bit of note, take note of that. But otherwise, I think, really positive energy for your professional life this month. Libra, this places Venus and Mercury into your 9th house, the place of the higher mind. Religion and philosophy is the place of the courts and law, as well as travel abroad. I would look for, if you were in a lawsuit or you had a legal dispute, I would look for a positive resolution or mediation, or what is it called? What do you call it when people reach an agreement outside of court? Why can't I think of the word? But you could reach a settlement. You could reach a settlement outside of court with that transit. You could also find that anything related to sexuality and your personal philosophy, the topic of women and learning or higher education, the goddess, sexuality and the higher mind or religion, any kind of positive or fun travel abroad, all of these kinds of themes come to mind with the Venus-Mercury combination taking place in your 9th house. If you are a Scorpio sun or rising, this falls into your 8th house. Venus and Mercury will be occupying the 8th house. Now, that is very good when it comes to beneficial things or resources coming from other people. Just generally speaking, connections with other people or what other people have to give or provide you, whether that's some merit or validation or whether that's some money. It could be that there's some kind of positive feedback coming your way, or even finding that you were approved for a loan, or getting a credit card that you applied for. I mean, it could be something really simple, but generally speaking, good things coming in through other people. I would always be careful about the potential for future debts and obligations or entanglements in the 8th house. But the really positive thing about this placement is that oftentimes debts will be paid off, obligations will be released. Venus in the 8th house has a way of bringing harmony or resolution to things like that. So then when you get into Sagittarius, you're talking about the potential for the 7th house to come up, which is a place of love and relationships. That's the house that is going to bring in the potentially good fortune for Sagittarius in the 1st house, Gemini in the 7th. So you're looking at love, relationships, and pleasure as the area that would be most positive and highlighted in a really good way. After Sagittarius in the 7th house, you're going to Capricorn in the 8th house. Or excuse me, Capricorn will bring this into the 6th house. So to me, for Capricorn risings, the best thing about this is that when you have Venus and Mercury in the 6th house, you're looking at a place that's often about difficulty, hard work, labor, and problems. While Venus Mercury brings solutions. It brings harmonious outcomes through hard work or difficulties or frustrations or like roadblocks or even conflicts with other people. So I love this as a kind of grace that could be there in the midst of some kind of difficulty. For Aquarius rising, this falls into your 5th house, which is a place of joy, creativity, children, recreation, love, and romance. This is maybe one of the most subjectively positive placements for Venus and Mercury in the course of the next month or so. The 5th house was the place that was called the joy of Venus. It is quintessentially about pleasure, about fortunate, pleasant, pleasing, happy things, romance, children, pregnancy, love, creativity. So I love the flood of positivity in this house for Aquarians. And then last but not least, Pisces, the Venus and Mercury combination will fall in your 4th house, which is the place of home, family, living environment, roots or foundations. That brings good things into the place of home and family. So subjectively, the potential for some really positive, harmonious things around home, family, living environment is there for you. Whether that's, decorating at home or just like, I don't know, maybe it's just movie night. It could be something really simple. It could be just a string of like, you're really enjoying a string of events or experiences. You're really just enjoying your home life or doing something positive around the home, or someone's getting married in your family or something like that. So look for that fortunate energy around the roots, around the foundation of your life, the private sphere, especially, again, the topic of, it could also include parents or things happening with parents. Sometimes you see births in the family with something like that too. So anyway, I wanted to just take a quick ride through this while I have a little bit of time here to record. Not my usual in terms of the length, but hopefully gives you a few good things to prepare for at the outset of this week. The rest of the week, I'll be back to more like a normal length and time and better environment I'll be recording in as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share your comments, click the notification bell for updates. You can always find a transcript of my daily talk on my website. If you have any stories that you'd like to share as the week goes on about Venus coming into that whole sign house of Gemini, Share your stories using the hashtag grabbed, or send us your story grabbed@nightlightastrology.com. That is what I have for today, and I hope you're off to a great start to your week. Take care, everyone. See you again soon. Bye.